This is Andrew McCART from IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Once again, I'm delighted to be joined by, on the phone all the way from LA, is Regis Prograis. Regis, first and foremost, how are you and how's the family, bro?
We doing as best as we could, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do all day. The main thing is just, sitting in the house all day. Nobody on a schedule. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else to do. I think the day before, I went to the beach. I took a little run on the beach, like 5 miles or something like that. And then after I jumped in the water, I went spearfishing for a little bit. But right when I was doing that, the police and stuff, they came out there and they I think that's like the last day that we could do that type of stuff. So now I can't even do that no more. So it enclosed all the beaches, the parks, the trails, everything. So it's like it's really nothing to do right now.
See, I'll follow you on Instagram and I see all your sort of stories that you put up, man. You're always on the beach, you're cliff jumping, you're spearfishing, you're chasing alligators, you're doing all sorts of stuff. You're a real active person. So personally, are you finding this hard, this lockdown and everything to do with this current situation?
Yeah, bro, for sure. Like right now, I'm definitely I think now it's really starting to get to me. At first it was like all right, whatever. I got the gym key. I go to the gym at nighttime and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But like now, bro, like it's really, really starting to get to me because now, like they really locking everything down. Like I said, like they close the trails down to go, like behind my house and stuff like that. I stay like in the mountains and stuff, so they got trails, all kinds of trails behind my house. They closed those down. Like I said, the beach, they just closed the beach down like a day ago. So it's really like right now, it's just like we really stuck inside the house. Even, I went to Barnes and Noble. I read a lot too. And they even closed the bookstore down. So it's like, damn, like it's really, like nothing to do. So we fucking bored as shit.
I hear you, man. I'm in the same boat, but I think everyone on the planet's on the same boat at this moment in time. Another frustrating part for you is that you just had a big fight announced a few weeks before this happened against Maurice Hooker. You were just about to jump into camp.
I was already in camp. Yeah, I was going into my third week in camp already. So I was already in camp from Maurice Hooker, and they just pulled the plug on that.
It's just, can you feel yourself having a fight this year? Or do you think this is going to go on all year?
Nah, bro. I mean, of course, like, trying to hope for it and stuff like that, but the whole world is fucked up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole world is going crazy right now. So I definitely don't think it's no boxing. I can't say for the year. I definitely can't say for the rest of the year. But, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. We don't know what's going on with this thing because it's a pandemic. It's not like, and it's not just, just in one country, like it's all over the whole world. So yeah. I don't know what's going on right now. I can't, we can't really say what's gonna happen with boxing league. We don't even know what's happening with the world.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to talk about boxing a little bit more. Like after the Josh Taylor fight, there was talk about. Well, before the Josh Taylor fight, there was talk about you moving up to 147. This Maurice Hooker fight is at a catchweight, I believe. What was at a catchweight? Sorry, at 143.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, are you sticking around at 140 to try and win these belts back, or to grab more of these belts, or is 147 calling your name?
I think both. To be honest, the whole reason this fight is at 140. This fight was gonna be at 143. Is because Maurice Hooker can't make 140 no more. Like my last time when I did fight Josh Taylor, that was the easiest time I ever made 140. So I can still definitely make 140 real easy. But hey, like I still got unfinished business, of course, with Josh Taylor. I still want to fight him again. Of course, there was a close fight. I still definitely want to fight him again. I want the belts back. If I can get the Ramirez fight, I want those. But if they offer me something at 147, something even better, then hey, I'll go up to 147. But my thing is, I want the belt. I definitely want to be a champion to get at 140 before I go up to 147. But it depends on the offers. I can do either one. So, I always did planning on going to 147. I always did want to be a welterweight. I always felt like that was the best division in boxing. You got the best division in boxing between 135 and 154 is like the best divisions in boxing. You know, like you always got the best fighters in history. You know, so I always, I do want to go to 147 eventually, but it all depends on the deal. It all depends on the offer. You know, like I said, I want to be I still want the belts, but this fight was gonna be at 143 just because I know Maurice Hooker. He couldn't make it. I stood next to him and he's huge. You saw him at the thing. Like he's huge. So he definitely can't make no 140. He might can't even make that. I mean, especially after all this goes, he might can't even make 143. He might can't even make 147. You never know. But I know he's. That's the reason that this fight was supposed to be at 143 because of his side, not my side.
Just touching back on the 147 pound division, you're saying between 135 and 154 is where the best boxers are in the history of the sport. But the welterweight division, aside from the heavyweight division, is the money division. That's where the money's at, right?
That's where the money is. It's all the money. Like I said, it is. It's all the money. It's just the big names and the money. And that's I definitely want to go there. So I like I said, it all depends on. For me, it all depends on the offers. It all depends on the deal that's on the tables, and that's what it depends on for me. It all depends on the deals on the table. My plans for me, it's really, of course, there's definitely no plans right now because of the coronavirus. But if I can have it my way, I'll fight Maurice Hooker at 143, and then see what's on the table after that. See if something big at 140, or if not, then I'll go to 147. So it all depends. I don't know.
Sorry, Regis. There. What's your ideal sort of route to take? Would it be obviously get Hooker out the way? I mean, you mentioned Josh Taylor there. Is that something that's eating away at you? The fact that you lost that fight, and do you want to right that wrong ASAP, or is Josh Taylor somebody you can wait until you both have a title at 147, let's say, and get it on at welterweight? Is Josh Taylor sort of like the one that you want to right wrong sort of thing?
I mean, it's not that important, But if of course, if it can, it's not like I'm dwelling on it like I have to get Josh Taylor rematch. No, it's not. I mean, I think that it could make way more money, at 147 if he has a title at 147. Now, if I had a title at 147, just imagine how big it'll be. It'll be huge. It'll be a fucking huge fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if we do wait, then it'll make more money. Or either way, or if we can, if I get the belt, if I get another belt at 140, and then we can do it again at 140. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to be sticking around 140 too much longer. Or Jose Ramirez, So for me, it's either one. So like I said, for me, it all depends on the deals and the money, because the thing is, I mean, like boxing, it changes. The landscape changes daily. It just always, that's just how it is. Like the landscape it changes over and over and over again. So you really can't make plans in boxing because the landscape changed so much. Like anything can happen. Of course, you don't want to wish bad luck on nobody, but Josh Taylor's a world champion and Jose Ramirez is a world champion, but anything can happen. They can lose and they won't be a world champion no more, and then I'll be next in line, and just things happen. Look at what's happening right now. It's a whole pandemic all over the world. Who thought that a pandemic would happen? So things like that. Things like that just happen. So you really just can't plan for things. So I just kind of just take it day by day, step by step.
Definitely. I want to talk as well, but staying on the 147 pound division, you mentioned Crawford in the past. I mean, these are some big names that you're chasing. You've not ducked away from anyone. You've got such I've spoke to you on numerous occasions. I bet you out in Dallas twice, in Vegas and whatnot, out in the UK here. I bet you in Scotland for the first time. You're full of confidence, bro. Like you don't shy away from no man. Is Crawford a name that you'll be chasing? Because, like I said, you said that you could beat him.
I definitely think I could beat him. Especially in the crazy thing is after I'm so confident now after the Josh Taylor loss because of because of now I know what I can do. I know what I need to do in certain training camps and in the fight and stuff like that. If I were to change a few things, I I don't want to talk bad about Josh Taylor. Of course, I won't even do that. But it's just my confidence is even higher now, basically. So I definitely think that I could beat somebody I definitely think I could beat like Terence Crawford. Because now my mindset always going to boxing for a long time was like if I can hit you and I can hurt you and you can hit me, you can't hurt me, I automatically won the fight. But in London, it proved wrong. Like I hit Josh Taylor, and I heard him a few times, and I know he probably will say that. I heard him a few times, and he hit me, and he never hurt me, but he still got a decision. So now it's my mindset is changed now. It's about like boxing, and I can bang and stuff like that when I need to, but like I just don't have to come out and just want to fight all the time. So but I mean, like I said, I definitely think that I always wanted to fight Terence Crawford, and there's no disrespect to him. It's just like I always felt like he's one of the best skill-wise. He is just one. He's one of the best, and I definitely want to test myself against him. So it's either like him, Mikey Garcia now, like the Diamond Belt champion at 147. Me and Mike Garcia, I think that'll be a great fight, also. So. But yeah, I mean, I want the biggest fights, man, and like not just for money. Of course, everybody wants money, but for legacy, basically. Like if people don't know, like the Floyd Mayweather story I had was, when he came to New Orleans for All-Star Weekend, I hung with him for a little while, and he was just like, man, at that time I was 19, over 16 knockouts, so I was just knocking out everybody, and he was like, man, who did you beat? And that always stuck with me. It's like it's not about how many knockouts you got, how many people you done fought. It's about who you beat. And so for me, at the end of the day, I want my legacy to be like that. Like it's about who did I beat and who did I fight, who did I beat. And so that's kind of why I want the biggest challenges.
Definitely. I mean, that's sort of like every fighter's sort of thing now is the legacy fights. Do you know what I mean? And being in the 140-pound division and near enough the 147-pound division, I mean, the big names, the big fights that are out there for you. Do you know what I mean? So talking about legacy after boxing, I was on Netflix the other day and I watched a little something and you were on it, bro. What's happening with the acting career? You been in Hollywood too long? Are you chasing that Hollywood Walk of Fame? What's going on?
I don't know, man.
How did that come about?
Yeah, well, you know what? Like it was my management is Churchill Management, so that's led by like Peter Burke and Mark Wahlberg and stuff. And so I can get in the movie anytime I want. That's the thing, I don't really want to be an actor or nothing like that now. Right now, it's definitely a lot of hard work. It's you're sitting on the set all day and you there just all day long basically. And we shot that last January in Boston. And so I don't know you know it, but it's super cold.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely cold. So we sitting on the set in Boston all day, freezing our asses off, freezing cold and stuff like that. And it was a real good experience. I'm glad I did it. And it's actually not even my first movie. I did one before that. This is my second movie I'm in. The first one was called Bayou Caviar. It was with Cuba Gooding Jr. So I was like, but it was a low budget film. The first one was a low budget film because it was Cuba Gooding Jr.'s first movie that he actually directed and produced, and he acted in it. So he did a lot of stuff. But anyways, this one came about. I mean, Pete just called me. He was like, man, like you want come on. He just told me come. So it's something that I could see myself doing. In the future, definitely after boxing though. While I'm in boxing, you can't do it because it's just long hours, and you can't let that get in the way of your goals in boxing. But as far as after that, then yeah, maybe so. Maybe I could do that, and we don't know. We'll see. But it was definitely a good experience, just being on set and just seeing everything, and it was a little fun experience.
I've got to ask. I mean, you're a winner. Like I see in your ping pong competitions and whatnot, I've seen that you're a winner. How did you feel? I know it's acting, but how did you feel getting your ass beat on set?
I didn't like it, bro. And look, the thing is, all right. So look, the thing is, Winston Duke, the big old dude, like he's in real life, bro. He's huge. That's the same dude from Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big ass dude. He's like 6'6", like probably 300 pounds. And so in acting on the set, like I had to get beat up and stuff like that. And I'm really thinking, bro, I would really beat the hell out this dude. Like, and his thing was like, man, he said something on the set. He was like, man, this is fake because I wouldn't do this in real life. I'll just slap him or something like that. And I was thinking, bro, I would really beat you up. Like I would in real life, like a big dude like that can't punch and can't, because he's a don't get me wrong, he's a big dude, but he didn't know how to punch or nothing like that, So he didn't really know how to fight or nothing. He just was a big old. He was big, so I think he was looking at me like, oh, I can just do this, I can do that. And I was thinking like, bro, like in real life, like I would beat the shit out of you. Like in real life, I wouldn't do this, like I wouldn't do this, but I would really like. I was thinking like, bro, I would really beat this dude up in real life if it was a real fight, But of course, that wasn't my thing. So I had to just abide by the rules and just get slammed around.
That's it. That's acting, bro. That's acting.
That's acting for you. Yeah, that's acting for you. That's how it is. But next time, hopefully, Pete give me a better role and do it. Beat somebody up or something. Not get beat up too much.
Well, you know what? Why don't you cast me as an angry Scotsman and you can finally get your own back on a Scotsman? How's that? You can cast me.
That'll be good. Yeah, right. That'll be real good. Right.
No worries. But well, like I said, I've had 60 minutes of your time here, Regis. Like, I really appreciate you. I know you're an active person and you're probably pulling your hair out right now with this whole pandemic and the whole crisis that the world is facing at this moment in time. But do you have any sort of final words for your fans and the people that may be listening to this interview right now?
I mean, the main thing, man, I think hopefully, I think we will. I can't even say hopefully. I think we will get through this. It's definitely a tough time. I've been through this type of stuff already twice. Now, I haven't been through a pandemic, but I've been through Hurricane Katrina. That was a horrible situation in my life. Then I've been through Hurricane Harvey. That was a horrible situation. So it's same thing. It just kind of put everything on stop. But this is way worse. This is the whole world right now. But I feel like, we're going to get past this. But this is the perfect time just to get better. And, slow your life down. Like I talked to some friends about it. And right now, like everybody, the world is kind of just always on 100, just always going. And I mean, sometimes you do got to slow down. Sometimes that's just how it is. You just slow down in life and, just take a few breaths and just chill out, be around your family and stuff like that. And I think this time it makes people really like realize like what's important in life, like the main thing that's really, really important in life is like your health, of course, people know that. And then like your family, so even for me right now, like it's making me realize some things in my life, like I live out, now people know I live in LA, but my whole family is in the South, my mom and my mom and my grandma, my grandparents, they in New Orleans, my daddy and my sister, my wife's sister, they in her family, some of them is in Houston. So, all of them is in the South, and I'm way out here in LA right now, and I can't really even be around my family right now. That's so I came to LA and I felt like it was going to be temporary, and I was kind of, even on that note, I kind of was contemplating on even moving back to Houston, and it's kind of confirmed what I think I need to really do, because right now I can't even be around my family. Like, we can't travel. We can't even get on planes right now. Of course, you can drive, but I'm not driving 30 fucking hours. But, like, you can, I think it makes people realize, like, what's really important in life. And the main thing is, like, to get better. Like, whatever you're doing in life is to get better. Sit down, think about stuff, write down stuff, read a lot. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. Just like, just reading and just be better and get better. And then when life picks up again, you'll be ready and you'll be better than before.
Well, I couldn't have said that better, Regis, honestly. Definitely well said, and I echo that sentiment. What I've got to say is, I wish you all the best, brother. Like every time I meet you, you gave me 100%. You've gave me all your time. You've treated me like a friend. So I've got to appreciate you. Hopefully, when this hookah fight comes up around again, hopefully I can be there to cover the show. Because, like I say, you give me your time. You're kind enough to do this for me, even though you're all the way out in LA. So thank you very much, Regis. I really do appreciate your time, brother. And safe. I wish nothing but your best for you and your family.
All right, bro. No problem. Have a good one, brother.
Cheers, brother. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.